What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Comeback Series. Starting off this leg 2 day with deadlifts. You guys remember the total specialist, the heaviest single I pulled was a ugly 420 that I overshot hella on that day. So the max is probably pretty true, I have to say. So we got 50% of the bar here for 2 sets of 4. Happy that deadlifts are still feeling pretty good, relatively speaking. Kind of silly I didn't do them while I was injured because it didn't hurt my shoulder to deadlift, but nothing I can do about it now. Hack squats. Guys, you guys know I've been talking about doing hack squats for so long, man. And finally putting them in my routine. Now, this is very lightweight, 175 pounds on this hack squat, but I'm just kind of happy to be doing them. I have gotten injured on this hack squat machine specifically before, back in 23, from overdoing it, so I'm taking the standard approach on all the accessory movements that I'm taking, which is to start with a manageable, very lightweight, relatively speaking, and slowly, linearly progress. So I'm looking forward to keeping these as part of my routine, because front squats still elude me. I don't know if I'll ever do front squats in my life. I really don't. Like, I there's a part of me that really wants to, and maybe one day, but not for the foreseeable future. And I can see pretty far ahead. So, hack squats it is as my primary squat, or actually secondary squat, or whatever you want to categorize it as. Can't wait to make some gains on the hack squat. Got some seated hamstring curls. We do seated on this day as we do lying on the other day, and man, these seated hamstring curls are no joke. It's 100 pounds for sets of 12, and I think the range was 12 to 15, and I actually feel like I started a little too heavy, because while they were doable, they were surprisingly tough. I used to do seated hamstring curls exclusively, but that was in a different gym with a different type of machine. And yeah, I don't know what it is about this. Maybe I'm being more strict. Maybe it's just the strength curve on the machine is a little different, but these seated hamstring curls are so tough for some reason. But we'll do them anyway, because I don't really train that sort of movement pattern for the hamstrings. I train them in the extended position, not the shortened position. We breeze through those leg extensions, sets of 12 with 115, nothing crazy. They're leg extensions, feel good, but they're leg extensions, nothing to really say. Then we had these seated calf raises, man. I feel like I've been doing 135 pounds on the seated calf raise for like ages. And I remember one time, very recently, because I did have them in my routine during the total specialist, I said that they changed the lever on this machine, or they adjusted it so that the lever is different. And while that could be the case, I'm questioning it, mostly just because I want to know if I'm thinking that maybe that's a kind of an excuse, because my soleus might just be that weak because I've been focusing too much on the gastroc, not giving the soleus too much love. But we got seated calf raise in the routine for the foreseeable future. And we're going to keep those calf gains up, because, man, my calves are one of my strongest body parts aesthetically. My calves are bigger than my arms, and that's not a joke. That I've taped them. So final exercise of today is some hanging leg raises. I cheat a bit on the last set here, so I'm going to keep the body weight moving forward until I can actually get some good sets to end this out here, but that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Slow and steady wins the race.